10-part video series on how to create an online store using print on demand, and we'll get into what print on demand is in a bit. This course is designed for artists, designers, sports teams, Airbnbs, anyone who's got a design or a logo that they want to put onto products in order to sell to create a new revenue stream. There's a lot of information in here, so I hope you stick with it. Otherwise, if you don't want to do the rest of the course online, we do have real-world training options available, and check out the aquitude.com website for that. We're also going to be recommending several types of software. Obviously, the end choice is up to you. We'll be looking at a company called Printful, which is a very large print-on-demand company. The link for that is down below. We also recommend using Shopify for this project. There's a link for Shopify down below as well. Let's get into it. As I said, there's about 10 parts to this video series. We'll be looking at, is a print-on-demand store for you? Does it work for your particular organization, or you as an individual, you as a sporting team, etc.? We'll be looking at what we call customer centricity. And basically that means putting the customer at the heart of your business. Rather than thinking about yourself and what you want to achieve, how do you succeed by thinking about your customers and what they need and building a business around them? We'll be talking about the power of branding and how a brand is different from a logo, what a corporate identity means, what are some of the elements that make up a brand, and why that can be so powerful in building a business like this going forward. We'll be talking about designing for print and the differences about what you need to think about in your designs if, for example, they're going to be embroidered onto a shirt or a cap, or if they're going to have to be in black and white, or do they have to meet other criteria for printing, which is slightly different to an iPhone screen or an offline situation. Often designs need to be simplified in order for them to be put onto merchandise, and we'll be talking about that as well. We'll be talking about selecting a printing partner. There are several companies around the world that help you to apply your designs, your logos, and your creative to different products, and we'll be looking at some of the pros and cons of different partners around the world. We'll be looking at what we call our online ingredients list, online store ingredients list. Just like a professional chef that you might watch on TV, they get all their ingredients together and then they create the recipe using the things that they've prepared. This actually helps you to create a business which is a lot more streamlined, a lot more efficient, and you don't make mistakes that otherwise might be made if you don't get all those ingredients in place. Then we'll be talking about how to actually build your online store. There's a choice of platforms that you can use. If you're starting out, you might want to think about platforms like Shopify or WooCommerce or Wix. Basically platforms that don't require an IT department or a lot of knowledge in terms of how to build a website. So we'll be looking at some of the differences between those platforms, what's good, what's bad, and what you might want to consider before you make your final decision. Once we've built the store, we'll be looking at how you get your first sale. And again, we'll be circling back to some of the topics that we covered earlier. Who's your customer? How do you be customer centric? And how do you create designs that work for print and set you up for success? And lastly, we'll be talking about, once you've got that first sale, how you grow and scale your business using marketing tools and other growth hacking techniques in order to build your online store and create that revenue stream. So join us, come along for the ride, and I look forward to seeing you in the next part.